Welcome back to Sister Circle Live. It's summer, and many of our families are having tons of parties and get-togethers, and it can be so tempting, especially for me, to indulge in all the wrong foods. But don't worry, Dr. Lauren Powell is here, and she's going to help us make the right decisions. Right, Dr. Powell?
Yes.
Yes, so welcome back to Sister Circle.
Thanks for having me
and
back.
Teach us how to eat right, because, you know, I'm trying to get that wedding weight down.
You ready? You ready?
Yes, so teach us how to eat right. What's this amazing spread you have before us?
So I have made a grazing board.
A grazing board.
A grazing board. So you literally just fill it with amazing, nutritious, delicious food, and you just graze. And so I've made one, and I can't wait to tell you all the things that are on it. I promise you.
Okay, so tell me all the things that are on it.
Okay, so first, I'm gonna kind of fix your plate. So these are pickled red onions.
Oh!
So pickled red onions, I mean, I love them. I think they taste delicious, but they're super good for your gut. Super good for your gut health.
Like pickled onions?
Oh my goodness. Like good on a salad, good on tacos, good on anything. But listen, like if you're gonna eat a heavy meal, this is what's gonna help with your digestion so you don't get all bloated and like feeling like you're about to fall out of your chair.
But is it gonna make your breath tarnished during these little situations and get-togethers? Like, hi, and they're like, oh, she's gotten to the onions.
Listen, let me tell you. You know what's next? It's cucumbers.
Ah, okay.
Cucumbers are good for two things, your bone and your breath.
Okay, all right.
It's good for your bones and it's good for your breath.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know the cucumbers were good for your breath. I knew they were cooling
they're
and delicious.
so good for your
crisp.
breath. And they're good for your skin. They're super hydrating. You know, you can put them in water. And, you know, you've got amazing sauces to go with them. They're great.
Now, I heard the cucumbers really aid in weight loss, too.
Yes, they're super hydrating. It helps you pee a lot, too. So and all of this is going to be good for the waistline.
Okay,
it's
for
all
you
good.
in the restroom.
Okay, and so then I have my peppers. So anytime you put a plate or something like this together, you want to have at least 3 different colors. Because 3 different colors is going to make sure you have a very broad nutrient profile.
So each pepper, each color does something different in your body?
Does something different.
What?
So like green is great for like your iron, it's good for your folate and those B vitamins. But then when you add in, you know, yellow and red and orange, now you've got antioxidants and vitamin A and vitamin C and B vitamins. And now we're talking about skin and hair and all of that. So these are great. You got to have one of every color.
See, I've never been a real raw pepper person, though.
Listen,
they're not yummy to me. They're not yummy at all.
They're great. So another way, if you don't like them raw, is you can always grill them. Sometimes I'll grill them or roast them. But listen, I have this homemade tahini sauce that I made, and everything tastes good in my homemade tahini sauce.
Well, but isn't it better for raw, though? Because doesn't the cooking, if you over-grill them, it takes all the nutrients out of it?
Of course, if you overcook. So I always tell people your vegetables should still have a crunch to them, right? It should still taste like a vegetable. It shouldn't taste like soup. So you never want to overcook them. I love it raw. I love to feel the crunch. And even when I do grill them, it's just a light grill to get some nice grill marks, but that's it.
Okay. Oh, okay, now eggs.
So nice boiled eggs, these are super easy to prep. And you know, these are very high quality protein. So that's a great thing to fill up your plate too.
Okay, so outside of protein, what else can boiled eggs do for us? I mean, outside of making sure you can make a room leave real quick, fast, and hurry if you can't digest them well. You know, the little egg thing.
They have lots of calcium, lots of potassium. They have an amazing nutrient profile.
Okay.
And they don't have a ton of calories. You're talking about 60 calories in one egg and you get a whole bunch of stuff in it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Why do you find eggs in the dairy department and it comes from a chicken?
I don't know. I don't know if they just need to keep it in the cooler area, but we think about it with the dairy.
But I heard that room temperature eggs are better for you. Is that true or not true?
When you get them from the farm, they're room temperature.
See, that's a whole nother debate right there.
Let's
go into the salmon.
So salmon, you know, that's full of your omega-3 fatty acids. And whenever we talk about healthy fats, we think about the heart. We think about heart health. We think about cardiovascular health. So fatty fish is so good for you. I mean, you should try to have 2 servings a week. It's kind of hard for some people, so some people take fish oil supplements. But this salmon is amazing. I've seasoned it wonderfully, and it's wild. So it's going to be less fatty because it's been able to swim free, and it's going to be the best and the highest quality. You always want to use high quality things for this type of board. Okay, well, let me ask you one more question about fish, because some people go and have fish overboard. Now, can they contract like mercury poisoning or something like that if they do salmon every day of the week? Yeah, tuna is high in mercury, so you definitely want to be mindful of your portion.
Okay.
But salmon, you don't have to worry about mercury so much. And so I've also got asparagus. I think about asparagus good for 2 things, antioxidants and arousal.
What? I love asparagus, but I try to stay away from it because when I go, you know, tinkle, and I'm like, is that me?
No,
it's like, not good.
It flushes your kidneys. It flushes your kidneys, and it flushes one of the amino acids. It kind of turns into a sulfur-containing substance, and that's what you're smelling.
Ooh. Well, why is it so important to practice mindful eating at get-togethers?
So mindful eating is just taking a moment, being appreciative for the food that we're about to consume, and taking our time to eat it. Because what happens when you just eat and you're mindlessly eating, you don't realize that you're full until maybe you've eaten the whole board. And maybe you were full halfway through the board.
And if you drink more water, though, it gives that feeling of fullness.
Yeah, so I always drink a nice full glass of water before I eat, because that way I'm not like ravenous and I'm not going to overeat.
Oh, see, this is nice. I have a charcuterie board that I usually make so I can nibble off of things and not go into the pantry and get things that I'm not supposed to eat.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
yes.
You know what? When it comes to eating, though, I do have to say a lot of it has to do with family history. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, yes.
So why do we sometimes think it's such an ordeal to actually ask our parents or our grandparents about our family history when it comes to our health?
It's so important that we know our family's medical history, because that's how I know what my patients are going to be at risk for. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about the heart disease that ran in Uncle Bob and things like that. But listen, when somebody's in the hospital, that's not a good time to talk about our family history. We need to be talking about it beforehand so that we don't end up in the hospital.
Yes, especially in our family, we have a history of autoimmune issues, and when you don't know that, and it goes historically, down the line, you're having problems, and you don't know why.
Yeah, so you need to know what age did that start at, and you need to know who in the family has been affected.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to eat right. I'm gonna try to maybe take a board with me, but it's been so great having you here and helping us with these tips. And for more tips on how to live your best life and still eat healthy, check her out at drlawrenceCookingSchool.com.